to jump on. Let me see if it notified me. Let's see. I am live. Okay. Can anybody see me live? Okay, perfect. People are finding the live. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, perfect. Let me just put, I'm on my computer too. I had scheduled the live and it's not letting me go live there all of a sudden. So give me a quick moment. Okay, perfect. Hello, 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 hello. Hi from Chicago. Hold on, I'm trying to find myself live too on my channel. And really quick, ironic, funny thing is that right when I pressed go live, our landscaper showed up. So you're gonna be seeing Hernandez and a few of our lawn people coming by and cutting the lawn. But I was originally going to start with the meditation, but because there's gonna be a lot of loud, chaotic lawnmower noises, I'm gonna wait until they leave. And instead we are going to start with some coaching. I'll do some Q&As. And it's gonna be really, really great. I'm really excited to hang out. I did a live, I think it was like last month. Yeah, it was October. And everybody said it was really fun. And I said I would like to do it again because I had a great time. So I decided to go live here on 11/11. And I'm really excited to be here. But of course, I had mentioned the reason I don't go live a lot is, ironically enough, I can film videos all day long, but something about going live, like the tech behind it, making sure you have enough outlets to plug things in, making sure everything's charged, making sure, you know, the Wi-Fi is good, you're in the right spot in your house where you're not in that Wi-Fi dead zone, and all of the little logistics kind of just stress me out. So of course, yesterday I tried to get ahead of the curve. I scheduled this live. I, was like, oh, I'm just gonna hit go live. And then when I went on my phone to do it, it wouldn't let me. So I'm just doing some quick little housekeeping. I'm letting everybody know on the scheduled live stream that I'm live. You just have to refresh. So if you're in the chat on the one I scheduled yesterday, please tell them to just go to my main channel page and just refresh, because that's what I'm telling them to do too. Hold on. Let me just pin that so everybody sees it. Okay. Okay. Oops, oh no. Okay, I'm live now. Go to my channel page and refresh. Okay, sorry, I feel like I've left people behind. Okay, oh my gosh, okay, a lot of you found it, that's great. Perfect. So, where's everyone tuning in from now that I'm not freaking out about being live in the wrong place? Wow. Johannesburg, Austria, China, South of Africa. Oh my gosh, there's people from all over. I feel bad. Is it like the middle of the night by you? I'm sorry. I wish there was like a universal convenient time for everyone. Okay. Hi, Emily. Wow. Mauritius, Minnesota. Hello, hello. Sri Lanka, Seoul, Korea. Wow. Nice. Toronto, Long Island, New York. India. Oh, India. Wow. South Dakota, Baytown, Nigeria. Wow. Taiwan, Ghana, India. Oh my gosh, Montreal. We are international today, guys. We are tuning in all over the world in the same place at the same time. And I know that sounds silly, but it just always blows my mind how, look, there are almost 400 of us here from all over the world together at the same place. If that is not powerful mastermind energy, I don't know what is. So I just literally got chills. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you want to see it. I don't know. But because today is 11/11, there is a lot of meaning behind this specific date. And it's not just the spiritual aspect of it, but there's also actually kind of a brain-based aspect of it where your brain does something that notices something of a pattern interrupt with repeating numbers. So it actually pulls your focus all day long if you allow it to pull your focus towards the things that you want. So it's not just kind of the esoteric spiritual meaning behind it. Yes, there's angel numbers. There's a lot that goes into it, 1111, but this is seriously one of the most powerful manifestation days of the year, and I'm so excited to spend it with you. I am guiding you through a beautiful meditation that I did yesterday morning, and I wrote it out to recreate it for you. So when we do get to the meditation portion, I'm gonna wait until our landscapers leave because no one wants to hear a lawnmower as we go through this. And this meditation is so, so beautiful. You are going to love it. It uses the energy meridian of your hands. It's amazing. But when we do start the live meditation portion of it, so that I can get closer to the microphone and really give you kind of a better experience, what I'm going to do is I made a little sign. I'm gonna put the little sign up and tape it somewhere over here so that people who are joining the live call aren't like, why am I just staring at, a tree? So that is what we are going to do. And yeah, I have a lot to share with you. Let me just quickly check the other group. Hold on, I'm live. Go to my main channel page and refresh. Okay, that'll be the last thing I post in that other training that wouldn't let me go. Okay. Oh, it's mirrored. Thank you. Whoops. Oh well. They'll still be able to kind of see it. Oh well. Oh well. We're just going with it today. Okay. What do I want to get started first? So let me talk to you about the structure of this call. I don't want to take up too much of your time today. I just want to spend a quick little bit of time together, and you're gonna see people walking behind the shot. It's landscaping day. Usually they come in the afternoon, but today they decided to join us. They wanted to be part of this collective mastermind energy. But so I am going to reverse what I was going to do. I'm just looking over at my computer. I'm gonna be teaching first a little bit about the energy that you wanna tap into. We're gonna be doing a couple exercises together. I'm gonna do just a quick Q&A, and then I'm going to end with the meditation. So that is going to be the structure of the call. And you can also watch the replay if you have to head out at any second. Yeah, it'll be great. Oh, thank you so much, Lee. That was so nice. Okay, so what do I want to talk about first? Well, let's talk about the spiritual meaning of 1111. So 1111 is all about kind of new beginnings, new opportunities. But if I could choose something that I really want you to take away for today, is that I want you to start actively giving yourself permission today. I want today to be your unofficial green light, because what I notice is that oftentimes we give away a lot of our power, a lot of our energy, and a lot of our free will to other people, thinking that we need approval, thinking that we need someone to say yes, thinking that we need someone to give us permission to go after what we want. But the truth is, you don't actually need permission to have the things that you want. You get to have the things that you want when you decide. You don't need someone to tell you you're good enough. You don't need someone to tell you that you can have it. You don't need someone to tell you that it's possible. It already is possible. And the fact that you are aware of it and you desire it means that you can have it. End of story. So today is your green light to decide you can have something, and notice any parts of you that are looking or waiting for permission. Because I even unconsciously find this in myself too sometimes. I have 2 little kids, and even like if I have to go take a shower, I have to be like, hey, are you good if I go take a shower? Like it's ironic, the things that we feel like we have to ask permission for. But when you can own the fact that you don't need permission or any kind of outside validation, it frees you up to take action and trust yourself on a new level. There's so many times that we're waiting for permission. There's so many times where we're like, oh, well, if I get this confirmation, or if someone tells me that, I'm good enough, or if I get this promotion, then I'm worthy enough. But you're worthy enough because you are. And I want to walk you through this quick little exercise. And how it works is that you are going to be seated if you're, laying down. If you could just sit up for this exercise. You don't have to really overthink it. Please do not overthink this. This is actually going to be your body giving you immediate clues to the answers I'm going to ask you. And it's all going to be from, if you find yourself, after I read a statement, if you find yourself leaning forward, it's a yes. And if you find yourself leaning backward, it's a no. So when I say something, I want you to just kind of free yourself up and be in kind of a neutral position. And I'm going to read a statement. And I want you to notice what your body does. I don't want you to overthink it. I don't want you to force it. It's not going to be this like big motion where you're like falling or leaning back. No, it's going to be a really subtle, like, hey, am I being pulled forward a little bit, or am I being pulled backward a little bit? And it could be really subtle. Like it could be like, it's not massive. So I want you to notice when I read this statement to you, what does your body tell you immediately? Is it a forward lean where it's a yes, or a backwards lean if it's a no? If that makes sense to you, go ahead and just comment yes or no, because I really want you to understand this before I get started. Otherwise, it really won't make sense. Oh, thank you, Alexis. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to read these statements. And if you find yourself, like, please don't overthink it. I know you want to, just don't. I want you to kind of shake out your body right now, move a little forward and backwards. And I'm going to read a statement to you. And when I read this statement to you, if you want, you can close your eyes to really kind of tap into your own knowledge of your body and yourself and your soul and your awareness. But when I read a statement to you, if you lean forward, you agree with it. If you lean backwards, your body doesn't agree with it. And I don't want you to overthink, like, oh, why is something wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you. I want you to notice it, and then we'll talk about it at the end, okay? So I'm going to read these to you, and just notice what your body does. If you want, you can close your eyes, but you don't have to. Notice if your body leans forward, it means you agree. And if your body leans backwards, it means that you're not agreeing with it. So just notice. We're going to do this exercise together. So I want you to get ready, get centered. If you want to close your eyes, now is the time. I feel worthy of receiving massive abundance. Did you feel a forward or a backward lean? You don't have to comment, just keep it to yourself. I feel worthy of receiving massive abundance. What does your body do? Does it go forward or backward? I feel safe trusting myself even when it doesn't make sense. Is it forwards or backwards? I feel safe trusting myself even when it doesn't always make sense. I feel guilty or too much if I ask for something I truly want. I feel guilty or too much when I ask for something that I truly want. I find myself settling and caving to the fact that this is just how life is for me. I find myself settling and caving to the idea that this is just how life is for me. Everything always works out for me in the best possible way. Everything just always works out for me in the best possible way. I trust that small things can work out for me, but big dreams feel like too much. I trust that small things can work out for me, but big things feel like too much. I trust myself. I trust myself. I sometimes lower my expectations so I won't be disappointed. I sometimes lower my expectations so I won't feel disappointed. I feel at ease around money. I feel at ease around money. When something amazing happens, my first thought is it's too good to be true. When something amazing happens, my first thought is it's too good to be true. I truly and honestly believe that anything and everything are possible for me. I truly and completely believe that anything and everything is possible for me. Okay. So that's the end of that little exercise. And I want you to simply be curious and observant, where your body kind of gave you the feedback of a yes or no. And obviously, some of those had maybe positive or negative connotations, but everything only has the meaning that you give to it. And when you find yourself leaning forward on something where it says that you don't trust yourself, or something where you lower your expectations, it's feedback. It's just feedback of where you are so that you know what you need to shift on a deeper internal level. So it's really just your body giving you feedback to where you're at right now, but there's nothing right or wrong about it. You didn't pass or fail. You don't get extra credit if you lean forward on all the good ones and lean back on all the bad ones. It all has the meaning that you give to it. If you don't know where you're operating at, how do you expect anything to change? Sorry, somebody just asked what that noise is in the background. Sorry in advance. Right when I decided to go live, our landscapers showed up. So I'm hoping they're finishing up soon. I will not start the meditation until they're gone. I just wanted to do a little bit of the training first, and then I'll open it up for a Q&A. So yeah, it's just feedback to where you are. And honestly, anything where you felt yourself leaning back is just an invitation to change your mind today. You can change your mind at any time. And when you understand the power in that, it can change your entire life, because nothing was written in stone that life has to be a certain way for you. Nothing was written in stone that you were meant to be rich or poor. Nothing was written in stone that you were meant to, be successful or not successful, or have this car or this house. And nothing was written in stone the minute you were born that said, this is possible for you, this isn't. It's all simply your beliefs. Your beliefs came from your subconscious programming, what you were taught, what you were told, things that you experienced within the first, 7 years of your life, but even stuff you're experiencing today. I had actually shared, I had done a live call in one of my friends' programs, and I had actually shared something that was coming up for me. I think this was about 2 years ago. And if you missed the video, I think it was 2 years ago, I posted a video where I manifested a brand new car. And it was really funny because in this process of manifesting this new car, it almost got sabotaged so many times, because there was this unconscious story that I had been told, that I had been playing in my head over and over again about this particular car. And it almost made me feel like I am not meant to have a car like that, or who am I to have a car like that, or all of these weird, untrue things that I had been ingrained with me on a subconscious level that I didn't realize until I was at the dealership. And I'm like, like this isn't actually true. It's just something that was programmed into me that I chose to fully believe. And I didn't realize that. I wasn't consciously aware. But when you notice things like that, you can shift everything. It's like things like, it's almost like someone was like talking in your ear and telling you all these things about yourself. And you're like, yeah, you're right. Yep, you're right. But you're like, what if they're not right? What if they're not right? What if the gut instincts and your intuition and the feelings you have deep within are guiding you towards what's right for you? And ignoring that and believing other people's stories, you're denying yourself having the things that you were meant to have, if that makes sense. Everything really only has the meaning that you give to it. So if you are manifesting something and it's not working out the way you planned, it's not working the way that you want, or you're fighting against a lot of resistance, how can you tell yourself a new story about it? What are you thinking? What are you believing? How are you operating? What did people tell you about this growing up? What did they experience growing up? Notice all of these things, because you can change your mind, you can change your perspective at any time, but it requires your full participation. Manifestation is not this magic wand that you wave and you say, just the right affirmation and then it shows up for you out of thin air. That's not how it works. The affirmation, the words, Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're like, I see sometimes people commenting and they're like, well, does it matter if you say I hope or I wish or I want? It doesn't matter. What is the feeling it gives to you? What are you reprogramming? What are you working on? Because that right there holds the power to create real lasting change. I had set out, I think 2 or 3 years ago, to create a new core belief. And a core belief is essentially an automatic response to something going on around you. So like we all have automatic responses. We have automatic responses around money. We have automatic responses around relationships. We have automatic responses about every single thing. So I wanted to create a new automatic response. So I worked on forming a new core belief, a new default way of being. And I encourage you to try this out for yourself, where I decided that everything always works out for me in the best possible way. And I'm not saying I said this like 3 times and it changed my whole life. No, this was consistent. This required me being in the trenches of life that we all go through, being dealt terrible cards, having bad things happen. It was in moments of despair, distress, moments of chaos, moments of getting bad news, moments of things falling apart, where I had 2 choices. I had the choice to say, my manifestation's not working. I have to try harder. This isn't working. This is just how life is for me. I give up. I can't do this. I'm not meant to have this. I could choose that. Or I could choose, oh, wow, this really sucks, but I know and trust, and I fully am choosing to believe. I am choosing to believe that everything always works out in the best possible way for me. The world could be burning behind me, and I will be standing there, slightly delusional maybe, saying, everything always works out in the best possible way for me. The world could be burning down one thing to give me something better, to give me something that was meant for me. And who am I to know the stuff happening behind the scenes? Who am I to decide, oh, I need it to happen this way, or I need it to work out this way? Who am I to decide that? I am not a higher power, but I have a power within me to choose what meanings to attach to things, choose how I see life, choose how I respond to life, so that when life throws me a curveball, I'm not affected. I mean, I'm affected. It's not fun. I'm not saying like, yay, let's have some curveballs. That's not what I'm saying. It's taking the punches and rolling with them and deciding that everything behind the scenes that you can't actually see is all being rearranged in your favor. So if you knew that, if you fully believed that, it wouldn't phase you when you got bad news. It wouldn't phase you when something bad happened. It wouldn't phase you, if the thing that you wanted didn't happen or something, fell apart. It wouldn't phase you as much. It almost makes you like untriggerable. It's an amazing feeling. I encourage you to pick a belief that you want to believe and start to repeat it in times where life throws you curveballs. So, okay. So what else do we want to talk about? Oh, okay. I just made a couple notes on my computer. So if you see me looking over here, there's just some things I wanted to coach on. So today, because today is 11/11 and a very, very, very powerful manifestation day, something that I want you to program for yourself, something that I want you to expect from yourself for today is that, at least for today, commit to one day to knowing, trusting, believing that your expectations aren't just met, they are exceeded. It's like magic and miracles are just standard for you no matter what you do. Just amazing things keep showing up for you all day long. That's just how life works for you. So I want you to know that. I want you to believe that. I want you to move through life today as if everything is better than you could have ever imagined. That everything that happens to you today is going to blow your mind. So many amazing opportunities, so many miracles, so many exciting things are going to happen for you today. That's how I want you to move through life today. I want you to act like today is Christmas morning, like you're a kid waking up on Christmas and you know there's so many gifts awaiting you and you don't know what they are, but you're just so excited. Can you move through life like that today? I know it sounds silly, but can you just for one day activate like that childlike sense of wonder and excitement just for a day? Just for a day. Can you commit to it for just one day? I know we all have to-do lists. I know we all have things going on. I feel like the last 6 months, I feel like I've just been running on a treadmill. I get it. I get the chaos of life. Like my to-do lists are endless. I totally understand that. But every once in a while, I like to pick a day and activate that childlike wonder state where you can still get through the things you have to do today, but how can you do it with the expectation of excitement, of anticipation, of knowing that life is fun, knowing that life gets to give you good things, that good opportunities are gonna happen. Like, I know every day when my kids get home, they're like, oh, our friends outside, can we go play outside? Like, how can you look at life like, how can I play today? What's coming my way today? How can you just for one day find more childlike wonder, excitement, anticipation? There's that little part of us inside that's so suppressed, so turned off that, like, even when we do get excited about something, it's like surface level excitement, like, oh, yay, it's my favorite dinner, or like, yay, I get to watch my show tonight. But it's not like that, oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I am so excited. Like, how can you activate that part of yourself that's there? Because that version of you, that childlike, excited, happy version of you that looks at life through that lens of anticipation is still somewhere within you. It's just up to you to find it and explore it. There is a reason that kids are so great at manifesting. It's because the whole world is available to them. So for today, I want you to realize that the entire world is available to you. Life is not meant to be this serious thing that we get through and we have to deal with. You get to have life. You get this one chance. And I read something that I really wanted to mention today, because when I saw this, I got chills. It almost made me cry. I hope I can do it justice. It wasn't mine. But it was something where someone said, if you were in a movie, make the choice that would make the audience cheer. Like, if someone was watching your life as a story, I could almost cry. I don't know why that gets me so much. If you were the main character and someone was watching you, what part of your day today would they say, like, yes, finally they did it, like they've been cheering for you all along? What part of your life would that be? You are the main character. What would the audience want from you? Would they want you to settle? Would they want you to, choose the bad path, or this, like, not believe in yourself? Or would they want you to go for it? They want to see you make it happen. I don't know why that made me so emotional. I also just got off of the adrenaline high. I ran my first ever half marathon Sunday. My legs are still recovering. I'm actually running a full one in January. I decided that this year was going to be my year of doing things that make me wildly uncomfortable. It's mainly to show my kids that, like, we can do hard things. You can do hard things. You can do hard things. And I feel like I've just, been focusing on, for myself at least, like activating that childlike sense of like confidence and wonder where you're like, hey, that sounds hard. I want to try it. So yeah, I just ran my first half marathon. It was painful. I've been training for it. So it was honestly fine. But ironically, yesterday or Sunday, the weather was like almost 90 degrees. And the last like 6 miles of the run were in the direct sun. And like they didn't have water tables set up on the way back. It was rough, but we made it. And then today it's like in the 50s. So I just missed that cool window by just a little bit. But I was meant to do hard things. I was meant to run in that, because if I can run in that, then cool weather should be easy. Oh wow, you ran a full marathon 2 weeks ago. How do you feel? I am terrified. I'm running one in January. I'm terrified. I'm gonna do it, but there's a little part of me that's scared. I'm training. I mean, I'm not just like getting off the couch and running a marathon. Like, I'm training for it, so I know I can do it. It's just like mentally, am I gonna run 26 miles? What the heck? Okay. If you have soreness, still try acupuncture. Yes, I love acupuncture. Okay. Let's open it up for just a quick Q&A. I know there's like 623 of us here on the call. I can't answer everybody's call because I want to get to the meditation, but while the landscapers are wrapping up, has he walked behind here at all? I haven't really been paying attention. While they're wrapping up, because I want to do the meditation, and I'll put up my little sign and we'll do the meditation. This meditation, this is worth whatever the wait is until it starts. It is so, so, so good. We're going to use the energy meridians in your hands. go ahead, just start typing questions. I'm gonna pick them at random, but I have to show you something. I have to show you something. This wasn't the point of the call, but I just wanted to show you because this just got here like 15 minutes before I went on the call, and I like ravenously opened it and like just started ripping it apart. But look what came. It's my new 2026 goal guide. I was so worried that this wasn't going to be here before the end of the year, but we made it. It's here. I am so excited. How many of you had the 2025 goal guide? I loved it. So this one's a little bit of a different design this year. It's kind of like a dark blue. This is just the box that comes in. Sorry if there's fingerprints. I've been like a ravenous animal, like opening it. But while everyone types their questions, I'll just show it you. This is the box that comes in. You get a little thank you card from me. And there's like some little gifts in there too. And then here she is. She's so beautiful. The 2026 goal guide. It has the really pretty gold foil, and it has the continuous coil binding because nothing drives me more crazy than trying to flip through something and it gets stuck on the coils. I hate that. Here it is. And then it has this little bookmark that you just quickly like pop out, and you can stick it anywhere in the coils to kind of like save your place. So I love those little removable bookmarks. I'll just put this over here. I don't want to bend it. And then you have all of your months with like the tabs. I forget what they're called, step tabs. So they all kind of, you can get to them easily. And inside you get your normal, I'll just give you a quick tour. So the beginning has all of these kind of worksheet pages and different things. Every single beginning of the month has an affirmation to anchor into for the month. And then you get your full monthly calendar. And then my favorite part is, so then we have, sorry, I'm jumping all over the place. I'm just really excited. Each month there's different systems and programs on how to take your goals and actually create them with manifestation. Has monthly habit trackers. And then, so for each week, this is like my favorite part about the planner. Each week, like the weekly layout where you write in all your to-do lists and things, there is an affirmation to anchor into for that entire week. It's something to commit to believe, like I said before, no matter what. And it's so, so, so powerful. So at the beginning of the month, there are manifestation worksheets where you write down your goals, you get to your subconscious programming about those goals, and at the end you have a check-in so you can actually track your progress and see if it manifested, see how close you were, and see all of the progress you've made. So it's like, it's so satisfying at the end of the month to just fill out the quick worksheets and you're like, oh my gosh, I manifested it. I get so many emails from people being like, I've never approached manifestation this way. Like I wrote it down, I followed the process, and then like at the end of the month, they're like, I keep crossing things off. So that's the new 2026 goal guide. I am so excited. And at the very back, it has all of the important dates for the year, manifestation dates. I believe my assistant just reopened the website because the 2025 ones had sold out a while ago. So I believe you can actually order them starting now if you go to mkmagicmindset.com/goal guide. I believe it's working. And I had told her, I hope she did it. I had told her that to give you guys a 30% off code. So if you 30% off. It'll be automatically applied at checkout. If you want to get a goal guide, that's not the whole purpose of this call. I was just really excited and wanted to tell you. So before I jumped on, I'm like, hey, open it up. If you pre-order now, you get 30% off. So let me just put in mkmagicmindset.com/goal guide. If you want to grab your goal guide, these are going to ship out starting next week. So you can order yours now, but they will ship out next week. I had all of these. I am such a crazy person about like the physical products that I make that I have them all at my house. I ship them myself because I don't want anyone else to touch them. It's like my type A Virgo, like this is like my heart and soul. I put so much effort into them. So I have them all at my house and I'm going to start organizing them and I will ship them to you personally. So the shipping will go out next week, but if you order today, you get 30% off. And you also get the intention setting masterclass, told you, and a 90-minute planner training on how to kind of walk you through the training or walk you through how to set up the planner and all of that. So grab yours if you want one. They are going to sell out. They sold out last year. I am so excited. Okay, let me answer your questions for all of those of you who are like, I don't care. I know. but I love it. Okay. Let's see. I'm scrolling up. I'm scrolling up. I'm scrolling up. Okay. How do we know that things are working out in our favor when it's clearly not working out the way we want? How can we fully trust that things will get better? It's just like you said, it's a choice. It's a choice to knowing that you are not in control, but you do have the power to co-create. And if you trust yourself enough and you believe it enough that it's possible for you, it doesn't matter, how the train gets to the station. You don't care what route it takes. If it arrives, then that's all that matters. Does that make sense? So if things aren't working out in your favor, that's a choice to believe that. Things are working out in your favor, it may be taking a detour that you didn't expect, but if it's getting to the same end result, does it matter how it happened? Because that part's not up to us. It's a decision. It's a decision to trust in the unseen. It's the decision to trust yourself and the inner work that you've done and know that it's enough to make it happen in your external reality, if that makes sense. Do subliminals really work, and how often do you need to listen to them to see results? Yes, they work, because it actually works on a subliminal tone level that your subconscious mind directly absorbs. And I always say to do it while you're doing something else. So like I like to put subliminals on while I'm doing dishes, while I'm doing, laundry, doing the stuff that I'm already going to do anyway. I'm a multitasker. Let me multitask. So while my conscious mind is busy sorting laundry and doing all of the stuff it needs to do, my subconscious mind is directly absorbing the affirmations that are being programmed. So they do work. I don't think you have to listen to them obsessively. Listen to them kind of how often it feels good. Like, hey, I have to do chores. Let me just pop on a subliminal. It doesn't have to be like, oh, you have to do it like this. No, you don't have to be that structured. Let's see. Hold on, let me take a sip of water while I look at this. When can we order? You can actually order right now. Just go to mkmagicmindset.com/goal guide. And if Victoria opened the link for you, you're good to go. And I will ship them out personally to you next week. And you get 30% off. Let's see. How do you know your manifestation is coming? That is a great question. I don't want to take up too much time answering it, but I will say, I made a video on this. I hate to direct you to a video, but it was done so well that I feel like it would be doing you a disservice to just regurgitate the whole video. So let me just quickly send you the link because it's a good one. How long ago did I post that? Let's see. Just give me a quick moment. Or if anyone has the link, let me know. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. Giving you the link. Here you go. Okay. The manifestation thing makes me anxious. How do I wait calmly after doing the manifestation exercise? If it makes you anxious, that's a sign that something's out of alignment. Manifestation isn't something you do. It's not like, oh, I have to do my manifesting. You don't have to necessarily do anything. It's about shifting any feeling why you can't have something and instead choosing to believe you can have it. So if you look at it that way, it might make you feel less anxious. If you're feeling anxious, you're not certain of the outcome. And for manifestation to happen, you want to be so certain of the outcome, you couldn't imagine not having it. So the anxiety is telling you either you don't believe you can have it or you're trying too hard to have it, which is actually blocking you from having it, if that makes sense. Just know that your only work is to figure out any reasons your brain and your soul and everything is telling you why not, and instead choose to believe something new, so much so that you become certain of it. I think that was the fastest way I've ever explained something. I can go on tangents, so I'm very proud of myself for explaining that quickly. Okay, I'll answer a couple more. I feel like they're heading out, and I'm so excited to do this meditation. I cannot believe 600 of you are still with me. Thank you so much for being here. I am so happy to spend 11:11 with you. If you've just joined, we have set the collective intention today to experience the rest of the day through a childlike wonder and excitement and anticipation that so many amazing things await you today and that your expectations aren't going to just be met but exceeded. How can we all tap into that energy together? Can you believe it if 600 people tap into that at the same time? How powerful that is. Okay. Let's see. Why is it that if I write it down, it doesn't happen? Because that's a belief you hold. See? You believe if you write it down, it won't happen, and so it doesn't happen. And you form that belief because in the past you've written it down and it didn't happen. So that formed the belief that if you write it down, it won't happen. But is it actually true? I invite you to question it. Or is it just a choice of something you chose to believe? Okay, let's see. Does wearing crystals help manifestation? Yes. Yes, it does. Simple as that. I've been doing the 369 method because it's my first time. What do you think about that method? I think if it feels good and it feels aligned, then it's the right method for you. But if it feels like a chore, if it feels like work, if it doesn't feel good, then find a different way in. Someone said I can't click the link. So just go to mkmagicmindset.com and put a slash and then goal guide, one word. How to visualize. I'm looking for a job with a higher position of vice president. So visualization, let's talk about it, because I get a lot of messages from people who are like, I can't close my eyes and just, visualize. And that's totally fine because sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Sorry, quick water sip. With visualization, you don't have to close your eyes and see the perfect image of it. It doesn't matter how you visualize. So the way I like to explain it is, if I were to ask you the experience of eating an apple, you would be able to create that experience for yourself in some sort of fashion. Maybe when I say, what's the experience of eating an apple? Maybe you immediately taste it. Maybe you immediately smell it. Maybe you immediately see it. Maybe you immediately taste it or feel the texture. There's so many different ways to create an experience. So find out what works best for you. So if you're creating this visualization, what senses tap on for you first? Use the senses first, and you can kind of find your way in that way. You're just creating the experience. You don't have to necessarily see it. Okay, I'll answer a few more questions. We're always good at manifesting, or we're always manifesting. Keep that in mind. We don't need a technique, only belief. 100%. Hi, Anne. Is just listening to subliminals enough to manifest? Yes and no. You have to know kind of what you're manifesting, the one word feeling would provide for you. You have to know what resistance you have around it. I think knowing your resistance is half the battle. Knowing your resistance and be willing to acknowledge it and see it differently. Because when we're resistant to something, often we're so resistant to it that we won't even look at it, even if we feel like we're trying. So I feel like clearing the resistance is probably the most important. I can't meditate at the moment. Will it be available on your channel for later? Yes, the replay should be available. I believe I'm going to make it available. Depends on what YouTube does, but yeah, I think so. Let's see. How do we clear resistance? That's the age-old question. So clearing resistance is probably, I want to say it's at least half, if not more, of manifestation. Where do I even start? Clearing resistance requires you to be able to ask yourself the right questions. It requires you to be able to say, hey, I noticed this thought. Where's this thought coming from? What belief do I hold that caused this thought? And then kind of go from there. So if you want to get started, I would say download my free money workbook, Most of you probably already have it. Just go to mkmagicmindset.com/money-workbook, and you can kind of use those questions and those exercises for other things that you're manifesting too. It doesn't necessarily have to be just money, but it guides you through a series of questions to kind of show you questions that I would ask to clear resistance. But it's not necessarily like, oh, here's exactly what you do, but like here's an intro to it. So go to mkmagicmindset.com/money-workbook, and that'll kind of guide you towards the right kinds of questions you want to start asking yourself. And you can use those questions depending on what you're manifesting. If you're not manifesting money, then substitute in whatever you're manifesting. Is trying to manifest a lottery win coming from lack? No, but it is controlling the how. So I think this is probably one of the most popular questions I get asked, like, oh, how do I manifest winning the lottery? Why do you want to win the lottery? Is it because you want to win a contest? Is it that you want to experience the feeling of winning? Or is it that you want the money? Because I would say about 99.9% of the people are like, oh, I just want, the free money. I want the money coming from me, winning, just money showing up, not having to do something that requires effort, because we have this connotation that money requires effort. So when you win the lottery, the effort's taken out. So automatically you're like, yes, I need to win the lottery. But what if money could show up without the lottery? And I also want to share a fun fact. My grandpa, in case you didn't know, my grandpa won the lottery back in the 60s. Fun little fact. My mom was like a little kid at the time, and they got to go on the Ed Sullivan Show. I have been trying to find clips of that. I don't know if they have recordings from back in the 60s for that, but if anyone knows how I can get a recording from the Ed Sullivan Show in the 60s, I would love to give that to my mom as a present. It'd be so cool. She was like a little kid. But yeah, it was like back then it was like a lot of money, but it wouldn't be a lot of money today. But yeah, see, everything only has the meaning that you give to it. But yeah, don't necessarily care about how the money could show up. What if instead of winning the lottery, what if you got a random check in the mail? What if you got a random deposit? What if the money could show up more, faster, easier than simply winning the lottery? It's not about how the money comes to you. You just want the money without all the effort. So take away the connection between money equals effort and decide money can just flow to you, and it will. I know it sounds really crazy, but if you actually learn how to actively practice the idea of detaching all the weird meanings that we give to money, then it can be easier. Because I know I know for a fact when I just said, detach from money and let it flow, there's probably like a million of you that rolled your eyes and were like, okay, yeah, money can just flow. But no, it really can. I am living, breathing proof. When you stop gripping onto money, there's been so many times where I've been like, okay, like we just went through a whole house renovation and it was super stressful. And like, it was like a lot of money out all at once. And I remember at one point being like, you know what? The more I spend, the more I receive. And all of a sudden it was just like tables flipped when I stopped trying to be like, get into the flow of it. Like just be more relaxed about it. Stop attaching negative meanings to money and expecting it to show up. Does that make sense? Okay. Do I believe in manifesting a specific person? No, I don't like it. I don't like it because I believe that it takes out kind of a free will aspect. How do you know what's best for somebody? It feels kind of selfish. Like if I were to say, hey, I want to manifest this specific person, but what if they have their own kind of dream person in their mind and their own hopes, wants, goals, and dreams, but I make them come into my life because I want them as my specific person. Okay, I'm back. Am I back? Am I back? I froze. Okay. Comment if I'm unfrozen now. Okay. Unfrozen. Okay. So yeah, I don't like the idea of manifesting a specific person. Other people have different takes on it. It's my own personal take. Do with it what you will. And what if you chose the person that what if you chose the person that like isn't meant for you? What if they make you miserable? What if you thought you knew better and there was actually somebody else who's like way better for you? Like the person you wanted times 10. What if there was that available to you? Okay. Yes, I'm back. Thank you. I saw opposite results to my manifestation, but also received a sweet sign. Please guide. Just because you saw opposite results doesn't mean it's not working. I mean, are you fully committed and certain that it will work? Then don't be derailed. Kind of like what I said earlier, where like if you're certain of the outcome, it doesn't matter, how the train gets to the station. If it gets to the station, that's all that matters. So what were you thinking, feeling, believing when you got the opposite results? And how can you be steadfast in your determination that it will work out and work out even better than expected with a childlike wonder of excitement and anticipation? I had my coffee today. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Diana, how do we get the 30% off the goal guide? When you check out, it should automatically be applied. Like you'll see, it should be 67. It's like the new thing kids are saying. So it should be automatically applied. Like you'll see the price and it'll be crossed out. That means you're on the right page. If you see like the normal price and you see it crossed out, then you're good. It'll be automatically applied at checkout. And you get a 90-minute training and the intention setting masterclass. Lots of bonuses. Let's see. Okay, I think they're getting in their car. We're about to do the meditation. It's happening. Okay. My stomach's growling right now, and I really hope it doesn't growl during the meditation. That's so distracting. I'm like trying to force water so that I'm not like, I don't know why my stomach's growling. Yeah, Diana, that's all right. That you're at the right place. My assistant's setting it up right now, but if it says that, that's you're in the right place. For manifestation practices like visualization, saying affirmations, what if I miss a day? What if I miss a day or what to do? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you miss a day. It doesn't matter if you take a week off. It doesn't matter if you take a year off. It doesn't matter. What matters is you decide what you want, you clear the resistance, any reasons why you can't have it, and you shift into a place of knowing that it's not just possible, but it's inevitable. And you don't need to keep doing so much to make it happen because it's all working out behind the scenes, even better than expected. And you can just kind of take your foot off the pedal and know that it's going to happen. You follow where you feel led. You trust yourself enough to take action when you feel called to, and you trust yourself. You trust the process. You know you're going to get what you want no matter what. So why does it matter if you miss a day? It doesn't matter. The universe isn't saying they're like, oh, you missed a day, you're behind, I'm going to wait a day to give you a manifestation. No, there's nothing up there judging you. It's not like that. You hold the power. My stomach is growling too. Sorry, I told you I wouldn't keep you too long, and now we're like 52 minutes in. I really like going live. It's really fun. I saw frogs randomly after pick a photo video. I'm so excited. I'm filming the December choose a photo tomorrow. So I'm really excited for that one. Let's see. How long will the meditation be? I'd like to participate. I would say if you could give me like 10 to 15 minutes, that would probably be how long it is. I just don't want the lawnmower sounds in my meditation. It'll ruin it. Let's see. Your meditations are amazing, by the way. Thank you. I work really hard on them. Can we manifest for someone else? Yes and no. I believe that if your intentions are aligned and you both want the same end result and the same end goal, I believe it is possible for you to hold the space for the results to show up in their life. But if there's any part of them that doesn't necessarily want what you're trying to manifest for them, if they have any resistance around it, then probably not. Do you see what I'm saying? Like everybody has their own path, their own lane. So if they're receptive to it and an open channel to receive it as well, then yes. But if not, no. Because I also, if we're going to go a little deeper, I also think it goes a little, there's another layer to it. You have to consider the fact too that everybody is on their own timeline. Everybody has to have their own experiences, ultimately leading them to where they are meant to be, ultimately forming their life. You have to experience contrast in order to get more clarity in your life. So, life experiences, things that happen, it's all part of it. So while you might be manifesting for them, maybe there's a lesson they need to learn or something they're navigating or something they're working through before they're ready to receptive to receive it. Does that make sense? There's a lot of layers to it. Is the meditation you're sharing just for money? It could be used for anything. How do I feel about a law of assumption? I love it. I love it. Is there a right or wrong way to manifest something? There are so many people saying, do it this way or that way. It's not working. I think there's a lot of noise. I think there's a lot of noise in the manifestation world, especially now with social media. I feel like everyone is like, hey, I'm going to teach manifesting. It's trending on TikTok. Be careful what you consume. Follow the people you feel connected to. Follow the people who show you it's possible with proof. Follow the people that make you feel like things are possible. Anyone who tells you anyone who tries to overcomplicate it, don't let that mess get, in your head. Let it be simple. Let it be easy. Let yourself trust yourself and know complicated, if that makes sense. I feel like there's a lot of noise. There's just a lot of noise. You're not doing it wrong. The only way you could be doing it wrong is if you're feeling like it's a chore and feeling like, you have to do this manifesting thing and feeling like you're doing it wrong is doing it wrong. Does that make sense? You want to believe that you can have it. You want to trust yourself more. What about affirmations? Oh, hold on. Am I frozen again? Am I frozen? Okay. Am I unfrozen again? Okay. I'm unfrozen, right? Am I unfrozen? Yes. I don't know why this keeps happening. Okay. Affirmations. I actually made a video about this like a year or two ago, and it was like controversial. I didn't like affirmations, and a lot of people came for me, and I decided to just I think I took it down. I don't remember. Because it's not my way in. They work really well for some people. So if they work for you, do it. Always do what works for you. It doesn't matter if I was trying to manifest something and, I said an affirmation like, purple blue elephants fall from the sky or something, but it actually made me believe I could have something, then it doesn't matter. The means to the end doesn't matter. If the train is going to the station, it doesn't matter which route it takes. If affirmations feel good for you, use them over and over and over again. Find what works for you and rinse and repeat and rinse and repeat. I don't like affirmations because I feel like my brain, the way it's wired, it's like, what? Why are we asking a question? I don't like asking questions. I'm a doer. This is what's happening. This is when I'm speaking to my mind, I'm like, hey mind, this is what we're doing. This is where we're going. This is what we're doing. I don't want to give it any permission to say, hey, isn't life so great? No, life is great. Okay. My life is getting better by the second, not it's just a different way of saying things, if that makes sense. Okay. Good news. They're on their final mow. I can tell because they come by on the big thing and then they're done. Okay. Well, lucky for you because you just get to ask more questions. And before I forget, someone just said something about YouTube. Another little housekeeping thing. So I told you about the goal guide. There was a couple people that joined. I'm not going to go into the whole spiel again. The 2026 goal guides just got here. You can pre-order now and save 30%. And I'm going to be shipping these out next week from my house to your house. I'm really, really, really excited about it. You get a 90-minute training with it on how to set up your planner, and I do a Q&A on there. And then you also get the intention setting masterclass. So grab yours. They're going to sell out. They sold out last year. I'm very, very excited. And I'm literally hand boxing them and shipping them to you. But that'll be next week. You should see my house is filled with these. The other thing I want to tell you, I don't know, this probably won't pertain to everybody, but I'm actually hosting a training starting next week. It's a 6-week live training. There are going to be 6 90-minute calls. This is very different from anything I've ever taught before. I haven't publicly really announced it. This is kind of a small container that I've only mentioned to a few people, but I figured I would open it up in case someone here is interested in this particular training. But this is going to be a YouTube specific training, because it's really funny. For the last couple of years, I've had a lot of people ask me like, oh, hey, I wanted to start a YouTube channel, or I wanted to, grow a business, or, how do you post on YouTube? What are the strategies? What do you do? How do you do it? So I am doing 6 weeks of live training, literally showing you how to build a channel, giving you my exact templates to use, walking you through. I'm going to literally screen share and show you every single step, so that by the end of the 6 weeks, you have a fully optimized, ready to go channel. So if you're one of those people who have been like, hey, I've always wanted to start, but I have no idea where, so then you just don't start, or you get really overwhelmed by the process, I'm gonna be sharing everything over 6 weeks. Like I said, it's not for everybody. I'm just quickly mentioning it here. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna send out an email about it. I don't know, because I have kind of just like a small group of people that I'm teaching this to. But if this does sound like you can go to youtube.com, not YouTube, no, what am I saying? mkmagicmindset.com/YouTube. All the information's there. And you get access to all of the replays. So if that does sound like you, mkmagicmindset.com/YouTube. I'm not sure if I'm going to send an email about this, because I want to keep, it's kind of like a nice small container. I think I'll probably only have like 3 or 4 more spots left. I just don't want it to be this big overwhelming thing. I really want to have one-on-one, not necessarily, it's not one-on-one, but have that one-on-one connection where, like, if you had a specific question on the call, I could walk you through it. But it's YouTube specific. It's not really manifestation specific. It's just YouTube specific, but I'm sure I'll incorporate some kind of manifestation tools in there. Okay. Someone said, let's meditate. I have to go. Trust me, I want to, but I don't want to do a meditation with a lawnmower in the background. And if you have to go, you can go, and you can come back and rewatch the replay. But I'm not going to ruin my meditation. I worked so hard for this. I didn't work hard for this meditation, but I really put a lot of thought into it, and I don't want that sound in the background. So our landscapers usually come in the afternoon. But like I said, because I think it's like 50 degrees, they're excited about it, so they came early. So I just don't want that sound in the background. Let's see. Do you believe that if we manifest something and it doesn't work out, that it's just not meant to be? That's a great question. I don't think something that wasn't meant to be would be something that you wanted, if that makes sense. If you weren't meant to have it, why would your instincts tell you you want it? So maybe it's not that it's just not meant to be, but maybe it's that it's not meant to look exactly the way you want it, if that makes sense. Looking forward to your meditation. I don't get a chance much anymore. One of my goals. I get it. Someone keeps saying ADHD. I'm not sure what your question is. Lawnmower again, I swear. Every time I join a video, there's a noise. Yes, the lawnmower. I figured they'd be gone by now. I guess today is their long day. They've been here for 63 minutes. I love that they're thorough, but not today. I actually texted my husband and I'm like, hey, can you tell them to go? Like, can they go? And he's like, they're almost done. And I'm like, can they go? Let's see. We're waiting for the meditation. It's evening here. Shall we wait? It's up to you. I can't tell you how long. I know they're on their final part, but the replay will be available here. So you can wait or you can go, but it's up to you. What of your subliminals or meditations do you recommend listening to today to harness the energy? This one that we're about to do together, because it's specifically for this. I would say a close runner-up would be my chakra clearing meditation. Let me give you a link to that. So if any of you have to go and you can't stay for the live meditation, I will give you that link. Do this one then, and then do the one we're gonna do live tomorrow. Let me find it. This one will be my runner-up if I had to choose one for today specifically for 11/11. Let's see. Here it is. I love this one. I love this one so much. I love this one. Okay, here we go. So if you can't stay for the meditation, watch this one. Let's see. How do you assume the feeling? I like to make it more simple. So to assume the feeling, if you were to pick one word, where if I gave you the thing that you wanted to manifest, if I just handed it to you right here, right now, how would you feel? What one word feeling would you feel? If I were to just be like, here you go, you manifested it. What one word feeling? And then try and feel that feeling throughout your day as much as possible. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to start the meditation in 4 minutes. This is your 4-minute warning. We're starting the meditation because I know for a fact when they come by in their big lawnmower, they're done. So 4 minutes, we are starting. But like, don't you like hanging out? Makes me, I don't know, I'm having fun. Okay. The lesson is you have to learn to manifest with all the noise. Yes, I don't mind it. I just want you to have a good experience. Like if you only knew the amount of pressure I put on myself to create like the best possible experience in everything I do, you would be like, wow, no wonder you sleep good at night. Like when I always like when people are like, when you go for like a checkup and some stuff and the doctor's like, oh, how do you sleep? I'm like, my head hits the pillow and I am out. Like my brain is like, we are done for today because I'm like I can overthink things. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we're starting in 3 minutes. I'm starting at 12:11. So whatever time it is, 2 minutes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so at the beginning, I talked about the significance of 11:11. So there's a lot of significance. There's both a spiritual connection with 11:11, but there's also kind of a brain-based approach to 11:11 where your brain recognizes pattern interrupts. So there's 2 aspects for this day. So it's kind of like a choose your own adventure because I know some people lean into like the woo of manifestation and other people lean into like the logic of it. So it depends on kind of which way you want to approach it. But if you're going for like the woo aspect of it, 11:11, the symbolic meaning of it is fresh starts, new beginnings, manifestation, creation. So today is a really powerful day to, create exactly what you want. It's kind of like your green light for manifesting. Whatever you really put your effort and your focus and your heart and soul and your full belief into today is going to kind of be amplified. But if you also want to look at it from kind of like the logical brain-based aspect of it, your brain's experiencing a pattern interruption with the repeated numbers. So all day long, it's going to keep pulling your focus towards whatever your kind of primary thoughts and focus is. So that's why I kind of wanted to set the intention that for today, we would experience that childlike wonder where you expect it's like Christmas morning, where everything is working out even better than expected. So yeah, that is both sides of it. And I'm going to get my little sign ready and put up my sign, and we are going to meditate and we are going to deal with the noise because I think they should be done. And like I said, I want this to be nice. So I'm going to put this up. My little sign. Okay. Maybe I'll move a little closer too, so you could see my sign. Ooh, sorry, it's bumpy. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to move kind of off camera and try and get closer to the microphone. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Let's see. I feel like I'm like really close to the camera. Okay, guys, we are starting. Let me just put in the note. We are starting the meditation. Okay, guys, here we go. Let's all just take a collective deep breath really quick. Okay, and I'm gonna move off camera and I'm gonna guide you through this, okay? I'm gonna do it with you. Ouch. Still sore from this marathon. Okay. Okay, everyone. So go ahead and get comfortable, and I want you to find an upright seated position. And as you settle in, please let me know if you can hear me, okay? Just go ahead and comment in the chat box. Yes, I'm aware my sign is backwards, but we're 2 into it now. Go ahead and just comment a yes if you can hear me okay. Perfect. Okay. So as you find this seated position, I want you to go ahead and place your hands facing down on your lap. Eyes closed. And with your hands facing down on your lap, I want you to feel that connection between your palms and your legs. Feeling that warmth, that sensation of connection. And I want you to take a full deep breath in and exhale, feeling yourself really surrender to this current moment. Another full deep breath in, taking in as much air as possible. And exhale, feeling a deep sense of relief wash over you. And I want you to begin to cultivate and notice a sense of peace, ease, and calm deep within you in this very moment. And as you feel this deep within your body, deep within your soul, I want you to begin to imagine that this entire day ahead of you is completely and totally arranged and rigged in your favor, where no matter what you do today, amazing opportunities, exciting possibilities, and massive amounts of good luck just keep showing up for you in every aspect of your life. It's like anything and everything that you want is certain. It's inevitable. It has to happen. And I want you to notice how that feels inside your body. Go ahead and allow yourself a few moments to feel that feeling. That anticipation, that excitement, almost like Christmas morning where there's so many amazing gifts awaiting you and you don't even know where to start first because it's all so good. Go ahead and feel that throughout your entire body. And I want you to go ahead and slowly begin to slide your palms forward on your lap, moving down towards your knees. And when you reach your knees, flip your palms facing up and begin to slide the backs of your hands back up your legs and into your lap. Again, flip your palms face down and slowly slide your hands down towards your legs, towards your knees, and flip your palms face up, sliding them back up to your lap. And I want you to keep this motion going in your own time, at your own pace, moving very slowly. Beginning to feel the balance between effort and release. Hands face down, sliding towards knees. Hands face up, slide back up towards your lap. The balance between pushing and receiving. Beginning to feel the warmth and the power in your hands as you repeat after me. My expectations are always exceeded. Magic and miracles are standard for me. The best is yet to come. I am the luckiest person I know. It's safe for me to receive anything and everything I desire. And take a deep breath in. And exhale. And place your hands over your heart. Feeling the energy in the palms of your hands, the warmth, the power, and the connection to yourself, your heart center, the authentic and worthy soul that you are at the deepest level of your being. Connect to that. Own your power. Own your authenticity. Own this sacred energy that you have deep within. And in this moment, I want you to fully decide that your expectations from this point forward are not just met, but exceeded. More than enough, better and better, best possible outcomes are just standard for you. Believe it, know it, and know it so deeply that anytime life throws anything at you, it's all for your benefit, and it's being arranged for you to have everything you want and better. And with a deep sense of satisfaction, knowing that everything is going to work out even better than expected, with that satisfaction deep within your heart, I want you to take a full, deep breath in. And exhale. And go ahead and open your eyes. And how do you feel? I'm back. I'm back. How do you feel? I'm going to read the comments. Let me know how you feel after that. We worked on the energy meridians of your hands, and we did some programming affirmations. How are we feeling? Relaxed, powerful, awesome, light, happy, tingling. Yeah, how do your hands feel after that? When I first did this, I was like, my hands feel like they're on fire. They're like tingly and hot. It was really great. Good, good. I hope that was worth the wait for everybody. Sorry it took me so long to get to that point. We had some noise issues. And it was so funny. At one point I looked up and I saw people were like, I can't see you. my sign, I guess, didn't work. But yeah, there's a lot of energy that you can move through your body by kind of stimulating, activating your hands, transferring energy. So feel free to use this over and over again if this was really beneficial for you. And if you could commit to one thing today, I want it to be what we talked about at the beginning of the call, that childlike anticipation and excitement that the best is yet to come. Your entire experience of the day is going to be expectations exceeded, things turning out better than expected. And when they do happen, go ahead and come back and comment on this live and share what came up for you, what happened. I would really love to hear your results after today's training. So yeah, thank you again, everyone who was here with me on this call. For all of you who stuck around for almost hour and a half that we've been on here, it has been a joy and a pleasure to be with you here on 11/11. I am here holding the space for you. We have collective energy, and what we've created here today is extremely powerful. So your only job is to move forward, expecting and fully anticipating everything turning out even better than expected. Thank you all so much for being here with me. I can't wait to hear your results. I already know. I'm not even going to say I hope you have a great day. Enjoy your great day. I'll talk to you soon. I don't know how to end the live. I'm still here. Let's see. I'll figure it out. Okay. I'm still here, guys. Let's see. Oh, I'm still here. Okay.